why, but I felt extreme pressure to come on right now. And I've been so busy. I'm sorry for my absence, but so busy. And it is Mercury retrograde, so I'm not surprised. But who needs me? Because Spirit's telling me, get on. Get on. Somebody has a question. Somebody needs help. Someone is really suffering. I'm not talking about questions like anything the universe wants to tell me. What's going on with my money? Uh, what is going on with my DM? Those are not urgent questions. Somebody is really suffering right now that's watching me. Someone is having a panic attack or can't breathe or is completely suicidal or is on the verge of something. And maybe you're live right now and you want to ask me a question, and that's why Spirit called me here. Because now, as soon as I'm on, I feel relief that I'm where I need to be. Or maybe you're just watching and whatever I pull is going to be the answers of what you're seeking. But if you're watching me and your heart is burdened, welcome. I hope you get your answers tonight. All right. My name is Stephanie. I own and operate JKS 1111 Tarot, Astrology, and Magic. I have a website. I do healing work. I do massage therapy, chakra alignment, numerology, astrology, tropical and Vedic sidereal. I also do magic, spell work for people that need it, depending on the situation. I don't do every single request on that. I also work with energy in your home and with your name, what you speak, the location of where you live, etc. I have a lot of spiritual knowledge base, and if you're looking for guidance in any of those areas, please reach out to me here on my website, jks1111.com, and you can purchase something that might be helpful for you, even just a consultation. All right. I also do a 6-week Change Your Life therapy, and it's kind of just a workshop where I can help you build up your confidence, get all your ducks in a row for the right manifestation for you, whether that's money, love, self-healing, whatever that may be for you. All right. Optimist Heart. I am watching to support Steph. Oh, is the best. Awesome Heart. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And whoever is watching and having a crisis, I felt super called to be here tonight. Don't feel free to ask me what's going on, okay? Everyone else, don't use that as a crutch to get your free question in. If you ask me something basic, I don't want to do it. This is just for someone that I feel is going through a crisis. And if you're not here and you're watching later, may this reading answer your questions. All right. Who else is feeling very awakened? I feel like the sleeping bear. I feel like I'm being awakened out of my slumber. My spirit is coming to life again with spring. It's been one heck of a winter. A lot of us are just going through some big changes. This last year really hit. It was a number 9 year, and it was the year of endings and letting things go and just finishing people, finishing projects, and just finishing your BS, honestly. So you finally had some closure. And this technically is the new year. Coming into March is actually going to be the start of the new year. You know, that's the real spring. Spring is the beginning. That's the new year. Not really January. I don't know why we go do that, but we're actually going to be getting into the new year. Even April feels more like it. Hold on real quick, guys. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to make sure I had my do not disturb on because my honey bunny likes to text me or call me when I'm at work. And I can't have that. So, all right. Spirit, please guide and direct me with these tarot cards tonight. Gosh, so many people need answers. So many people just need some clarity, some guidance, maybe just a resignation of the truth they already know. Can you please let the cards deliver a very good message tonight for those that are needing it? I'm hearing the word authority. You've been under someone's authority for a while. That's how it feels. Someone has had you under their thumb. Someone has just had their grip on you, okay? And that may be a government situation, a financial situation, it may be a person. But you just felt you could not get out from under this person or this thing, right? Maybe it was depression. Maybe it was, who knows what this was. I want you to know what's coming out in the cards right now is freedom. You are finally, after a very long time, getting over all of it. You're finally leaving really difficult times, stressful times, hardships, painful relationships, painful communication. Let's just say the struggle. Okay, you're finally leaving the struggle and the fight. You're free. And now you're finally going to the other side, which is peace. Really, just a lot of peace, healing, restoration. Just, I can breathe a little bit. I can breathe a little bit. I'm not saying this is the answer to all your prayers, but I'm saying you're finally reaching a season in your life where there's some relief. You were very foolish to believe someone you cared about that felt like family, whoever this was, and it could have been a lover, I don't care, but they felt like family. You had no boundaries, you had no self-respect in this connection. You just didn't. And anytime you stood up for yourself, anytime you defended something that you believed in, or you defended someone less than, they jumped all over your case. They were just angry, bitter, argumentative. And this person is someone you once hung out with, had fun with, went to the movies with, celebrated occasions with, did holidays with, celebrated births with. You had good times with them. They were your friend. They felt like family. Like, this is an important person in your life. Let's just say they were in your inner circle. They were one of the close ones. And God, you just finally had to cut ties. And this is when you took a leap of faith and you just jumped away and out of the connection. You just said, F it, if you will. F it. I'm done. I'm out. I don't know why I've been here as long as I've been here. I don't know what I was fighting for. I don't know why I was fighting for you. Like, there's no reasons. I just did because I felt I had to. I felt I needed to be there, that it was a responsibility or it was a requirement or, some excuse here. And you're just like, yeah, I don't know otherwise why I stuck around, because you were not a genuine friend. You were not a good family member. You were not a good person in my inner circle. I don't know why I trusted you with my secrets, put you around my kids or family. I don't know why I opened the door to be with you in times of celebration, because really, you behind my back, you were hoping for my downfall. Zodiac signs: Sag, Aries, Cancerian. There was a lot of injustice. Um, I think you always knew intuitively that they were off, that they were not right. And you might be coming in as a strong Cancerian energy. We've got this beautiful King of Cups energy here. This might be Queen. I don't know, but I feel like it's you just knew. You always knew. It was in your gut, it was in your heart, it was in your truth. You just really didn't want to see it. You wanted to believe the best in them, you know? You wanted to believe the best in them, and you tried so hard to do that. This was a very emotional relationship, meaning you cried a lot about this. This wasn't easy to walk away from. This was a tearjerker and a heart-wrenching decision, but you did what was best for you. You gathered and collected your feelings and your thoughts, and you made a decision that was best for you and your family. And you did the right thing, and this is confirmation that leaving this person or cutting this individual off or getting rid of this situation was the best thing for you. It may not have felt like it in the moment, but long term, yes, this is the best. What did this feel like for you? Spirit, what did this feel like? Thank you, Spirit. Piranha. Vicious, brutal, savage. Under that, we have Jack the Ripper. Notorious, shady, and vile. You know what that means? This person was notorious for being an a-hole. They had a reputation for being cold, mean, harsh. They had a reputation for cutting hearts up. But still, you disregarded that, right? You just like, I see the best in everyone, even in this notorious, vile, brutal, shady, savage, vicious person. I see the good in them. And that just speaks wonders about your heart. They would not do that for you in return. They would not try to see the best in you. In fact, this person is very good at criticizing you and cutting you down to your lowest, saying the worst about you, pointing out all your flaws, even exaggerating. And so, this was a very bitter, cold, hard goodbye. And you're just kind of looking back thinking, why did I have them in my life so long? Why did I make them so close? Now, if this isn't a person, let's kind of jump into a hard situation that maybe you're just dealing with a very difficult financial or health situation. It just ate you alive. And whatever you dealt with is the classic divorce, moving, bankruptcy, financial. Like, it's one of the well-known depressive things that happen to people in their life. It was like one of those top titled situations. It's no wonder that you felt so destroyed. It was a very unhappy time in your life. You were very unhappy, and you spent a long time being unhappy. And it kept pushing you down, and you couldn't rise above it. You couldn't find happiness. You couldn't find warmth. You couldn't find rest. It just beat you down and beat you down. And the sad thing is, where was your friends? Where was your family? When life kicks you down at the most worst moment, in the worst way, where you need friends, where you need money, where you need support, where you need good guidance, where were they? And this is a cold, hard look at reality. And looking and going, where were they exactly? That's the truth. My people, my 3 cups, my tribe, they weren't there. When I was getting beat down by courts, or when I was getting beat down by family, or when rumors were spreading like wildfire, or when my life was lit on fire and I couldn't get ahead, or when I was drowning, I was sinking. Where were they? Anyways, they weren't anywhere, okay? You were alone, and you were standing up for yourself. You were resisting everything that meant to crush you, everything that meant to step on you and ruin you and defame you. You stood up tall and strong and brave, and you resisted. And you didn't let it break you, and you didn't let it change your heart. You're still loving, you're still forgiving, you're still understanding, you're still empathetic. You're just wiser. And what this taught you was independence. So if you wonder, what is this grand lesson that the universe had in store for me? Why did I suffer so much? I guess, and whether you want to believe it or not, the universe thought you might need to know that you can do this all by yourself, without that team. You might meet new friends along the way. You might meet new networking people that you didn't know before, that are with a handout, and they're like no one you've known before, and they're here. That's okay. Spirit's saying it's not that you don't need anyone ever. It's that you didn't need the old group. You didn't need the past, and you didn't need all that old energy. You needed new, and you needed just you. So this is you on the new path, discovering that you can be independent. So where are you headed? Now that they forced you to have a brand new start, where are you headed? So the first card that came out was the Ace of Wands in the reverse, with the Five of Wands in the upright, and the Two of Cups. And the Two of Wands. The cards are very honest tonight. Very, very honest. There's someone, a little bit of a firecracker, if you will. Someone that loves you, very close to you. Whoever this is, could be a new person, could be an old person, but they love you. They do love you. You don't want to let them in. You're scarred, you're wounded, you're damaged. You've got the battle wounds. Their heart has been through a battle or two. So there's this person that wants to have a creative new beginning with you, and you're going to fight it. You're going to fight them off. You're going to try to scare them away. You don't want them in your energy. This is equivalent to saying, I don't want a relationship right now. I'm not looking for a relationship right now. Or this is you saying, I've been through all this. I don't trust having a business partner. And no way do I trust having a close partner with me ever again, because I got burned. I don't want to do that again. I want to be on my own. I want to be on my own. And this person's like, well, I want to join you on this crusade or this adventure or this new thing. You're just like, I don't know. Not really, I don't know, but no. How about that? No. Okay. And in friendship, it's the same thing. It's I'll be a long distance acquaintance, but I really don't want to let you in. I don't want to share my secrets and I don't want to talk about my stuff with anybody. I just want to have my space and keep it, this facade of a little distant. Close, but not too close. Yeah, I'll give you my number, but I'm not going to give you access to me. It's that kind of thing. This person somehow very spiritual is going to come at you anyway. They're kind of not going to take no for an answer. That's not going to scare them. Your harshness, you're pushing away. It's not going to scare them. They're not intimidated by it. And this is a first for you. You really thought you could push this person away. I'm sorry, but what the future tells me is you're not going to succeed in pushing them away. This person's going to be in your life because they're spiritually planted there by source, by God, by the creator. They're meant to be there. Whoever this is, lover, business partner, friend, their destiny. And I will tell you this, they are a past life person and very could much be a past life partner or soulmate. And their spirit knew they were going to have to fight for you and come for you at this time. So it's a challenging time for them, but they're going to go ahead and pursue. This is where you're headed. And there's a lot of love here. There's a lot of deep connection. There's a deep closeness. I know how to finish your sentences. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're feeling. And I get you. And it's kind of scared. Like you're kind of scared to be seen like that. Because you're just like, wow, you're undressing me in front of me. And I don't mean sexually, I just mean spiritually. Like, you are taking off my mask, my veil, my shield, my walls. You're getting past them. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Mm. The reason you're being blessed like this, because it is a blessing, it's divine timing. You were meant to go through the fire when you had to go through the fire. And you were meant to come out now as you're coming out. Spirit does want me to acknowledge there's a lot of different types of people in this world, and each of them have a purpose in the Creator's will. There's the fighters. There's the people that persevere. How do you say? Persevere. They're like very resilient. They're strong. They are the rocks. They are bulldozers. They are fearless. They're valiant. There's people that are very intellectual, and they are a walking dictionary. They're just a walking encyclopedia. They have so much knowledge and they hunger to grow and learn more. And they're meant to communicate their knowledge to the world. Anyways, he's telling me there's a lot of people with different purposes, and each of them have their struggles. your purpose, and you're coming in very watery. So, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Your purpose is to love. And you may think, wow, that's so basic. But your purpose, seriously, is to teach and show and bring love. Sometimes you don't get peace and happiness and joy and healing because you are peace, happiness, joy, and healing in the darkness. You bring that to other people. You are that. I hope that's making sense. But you are that. And your purpose is to be that. So when you're surrounded by people that can't forgive, you're meant to show them how to forgive by all the crap that you went through, yet you forgave. And you show them what that looks like, how to do it. Even by forgiving them for their evil. It's been one of the hardest tests that you've been through, to forgive haters, to forgive wrongdoers. It doesn't mean you have to welcome them in your life and say, please, step on me. It means you've learned how to have proper boundaries, but you've also learned how to not let them affect who you are, and that you are loving and giving and kind and good. So you're meant to be a light in this world. And I'm not saying that you're kind 24/7. And I'm not saying that you're loving and sweet and forgiving 24/7 either. What I'm saying is that is innately who you are. You're not always going to get it right. You're not always going to live your purpose. But that's what you were created to be. And that's your gifts. And that is a skill that you have. And after everything that you've been through, which was a lot of tests, a lot of hardships, a lot of struggles with some of the worst people anyone has to deal with, and some of the worst situations that anyone ever should have to put up with, such as being judged, being beaten down, showing your vulnerability, showing your wrongs, and people looking at it and you being exposed, your secrets exposed, and then being beaten down and judged and criticized as if all of them were blameless, even though they're full of secrets and darkness as well. But you revealed your truth, whether you wanted to or not. Some of you just, it got revealed whether you liked it or not, but some of you chose to do it, but nonetheless, you were vulnerable and you got hurt. Anyways, you know what it feels like to be betrayed, backstabbed, unappreciated, rejected, judged harshly, and without understanding. You know it. You're like, yep, I know exactly what that feels like. And that's why you're like, done with these people. I am glad I'm done with the lesson. Whoo, I'm out of hardships. Like, okay, I'm free. And guess what? I'm not picking anybody else up along for the ride. No way. No way. There's no way that I'm wanting a relationship right now. In fact, there's no way that I want to let anyone get close to me right now. As nice as that would be, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Therefore, I don't want it. So your trust has been damaged. That's okay. It happens. Spirit, this person's trust has been violated by some of the closest people to them. Now you want to bring someone else in the mix. Why? Look at that. 5 of Wands, 5 of Wands. Boom. That's why. Why? So you don't have to fight alone. This person is coming into your life to be your support. This is like a group of people rallying together. Look how their arms are lifted together and they're just like, yeah. And then there's a couple people against them. But there's 2 people together in the back there. The other 3 are kind of pointing fingers. And I relate that to this 3 of Cups, which is the 3 of them. And then these 2 people, hands up, is this 2 of Cups. And they're like, yeah, I'm here to fight with you. I'm not going to let these a-holes run all over anyone else again. I'm not going to let anybody run over anyone. Let's fight the good fight together. You're being you're being paired up with a team. And it may just be one person, or maybe it's a few people. But you're coming into a relationship in the near future where you're going to be partnering up for the better good, for yourself or for some cause. But it's so you don't have to fight alone. I think this person that's coming to you is a Leo. Okay? I think they're a Leo. There was some fire sign, but I think they're a Leo. Can I have a little bit more information, please? Show me some more information about the future. Knight of Swords. They're smart. They know the law. They know paperwork. They know how to lobby. They know how to get things done. They have information. They have facts. They're resourceful. They're good with their mouth. They're good with their tongue. They're eloquent. They're well spoken. They're not shy. It's kind of impressive, this person. 2 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. They know how to make decisions, and they know how to fish out BS, and they know how to tell you if someone is full of crap, because sometimes your intuition gets a little distorted by love, by feelings. This person is more of a factual, intellectual, masculine energy. And they're more of, they don't let that get in the way. And will I say this? People are intimidated by them. This is like an archangel energy. People are very intimidated by this individual's intelligence and their skill. So, could this be you? I don't know. Could be. But in your near future, you're going to be partnered up with someone who is here to fight for the greater good. 5 of Swords, 7 of Wands again. Okay, they're here to fight, stick up, stand up for you, for the greater good, against your family, against your enemies, against a system, against hardships. You're not going to have to fight alone anymore. So honestly, I see in your near future, you will not be fighting alone anymore. This could very well be a relationship that you're going to be getting into, a romantic. I definitely see you not wanting it, but they're going to show up, and they're not going to take no for an answer. This person would have brown hair, brown eyes. And because they're a fire sign, they're going to be more on the tan side. A little bit darker complected. Or they have a darker energy, a little darker presence. So this is that kind of person. Silence doesn't scare them. Spirit, tell me about this individual. And the person that I'm reading for, I'd like to know something intimate about the beauty of this 2 of Cup connection. Spirit, can you talk to me? Because I do see the person I'm reading for is resisting this connection, or definitely will be resisting this connection. Is there anything that we can add to help them understand the purpose of this connection, and will it last, Hierophant. This is long term. This is commitment. You have a committed soulmate in your future, and it looks like marriage. If it's a business partnership, it's a forever committed, even by paperwork, like committed partnership. I mean, this is the real deal. Spirit says the truth is this is long lasting. This is brought together by your higher self, by your soul plan, by the energy in the universe. These are two people like magnets brought together because they should be perfectly harmonized and even balanced. You have a very strong companion in the future, a very strong, very masculine air sign, fire sign energy coming in the future, and you will resist this. But they're coming, and I don't think there's anything you could do about it. This is a pointless fight because this is destiny. Bottom of the deck. Can you count on them? Is this long lasting? I see the Hierophant followed by the Spirit of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles, which is very, very trustworthy. This is the loyal knight. He represents longevity. Both of this energy represents Taurus, marriage, commitment, strength, and longevity, I guess is the best way I can say it. And that Taurus energy is all about marriage, family, longevity, the rock. To kind of solidify that, we have the Emperor at the bottom. So this is a husband, or this is a divine masculine energy stepping up into the near future, entering your space. This is father type energy, husband type energy, grandfather type energy, leadership energy. This is boss, employer, owner energy. This is mature and wise energy, and more than anything, this is power. Now, I want to step aside from the relationship avenue and just focus on what you're coming into in the near future. Within 5 weeks, which is a very short amount of time, 5 to 7 weeks, you're going to defeat your enemies. And you're going to defeat your enemies legally or publicly. You will gain authority over your life. You're going to gain authority over your money. And whatever you've created, and it's had a struggle getting off the ground, it's going to definitely get off the ground and be successful. This has long-term energy, so the rest of your life, you're going to be doing this. Like, this isn't going somewhere. This isn't a project that pops up for a year or two, and then it's gone because you did something new, or you picked something else. This is we started it, we're finishing it, and it's going to be here for good. This is going to bring you a lot of pentacles. You're going to get a lot of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is the time to reap and take care of. You are now stepping up into an authoritative role, the matriarch, the patriarch of your life. You are stepping up into that role. Mostly patriarch. This is very masculine. So this is rulership, control, boundaries. You're trend-setting. Then you've got the Six of Wands, which is high honor and rewards and success and a victory. It's your laurels coming in. It is the public recognition. It is people being proud of you. It's rewards. It's what that is. It's rewards, thank yous, accolades, success. A lot of you are going to get a successful relationship. Spirit guide me. The Creator already has his hands on you. This was already seen. It was already meant to be. Who you are, what you've been through, where you've walked, where you've been, and where you're going. It was already seen. You were born with a purpose and a path. You were meant to be here. Your own mother knew you were meant to be here. You're a divine feminine energy. You're a healer. You have the Midas touch. The touch of love and healing multiplies with you. Financials multiply with you. Forgiveness, understanding, and healing. You struggle with your own patience. You tend to be an impatient person by nature. There are times where you lose your temper. And there's going to be more, of course. You have a wild and free spirit in your past life. You were very carefree and you were an explorer. You traveled a lot in a past life. You've seen a lot of places. You knew a lot of people. You met so many people. So in this life, when you were born, you already carried within you the knowledge of the world, things you had seen, heard, felt, experienced. You're deeply rooted to your ancestors. You carry so much within you. So you kind of have a little bit of an antsiness to you. And it's very subtle. It's in your spirit. And it's because your spirit remembers being on the go. But in this life, you were meant to be more grounded. In this life, you are meant to be in one place, to flourish, to grow, to plant roots, to start your own family tree, to create traditions, to be a rock, to be a root, to be a constant, to be connected with nature. You are meant to grow where you were planted. There's always been two sides of you. One no one knows, a person nobody knows, full of deep, dark secrets you would never want the light of day to show, whatever that would be. Deep sexual thoughts and feelings not to be discussed at the dinner table. A deep, dark depression, a sadness, pain physically that you suffer with, but you don't let a lot of people know. And then there's this bright light strength that you show people, and it's resilience, and it's positivity, and it's enthusiasm, and it's confidence. It's positive and energetic, and it's friendly, and it's happy, and it's fun. Surprise, spoiler alert, everyone has that. But you found balance with it. You have mastered the art of balancing those energies. You don't let either one of them rule you. You have a little bit of this and a little bit of that at just the right times. You've definitely mastered that. You've achieved it. So, your truth right now is people don't know the real you, which is okay. And you understand that because you look in the mirror and you're like, I know I'm not genuine with everyone. But also, people don't see the real me in public. They don't see that I'm innately good. They don't see that I want to nurture and help and heal, that I don't want to take, that I don't want to hurt. I don't want to harm. I don't want to do these things. They don't see that in me. They don't see the good in me. And so your truth is you're in your head a lot because you don't necessarily want everyone to know the real you. It's a secret, and you love your secrecy and your isolation and your selfness, your oneness. You love that. You love to be who you are and only you know. But there's times where you do want the world to see the good in you also, and you've struggled. You really struggled to get that out there. So Spirit knows that you need a protector. You need someone to protect you from the haters, from the gossip, from the attacks from the world, financial, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual. You need someone to shield you, to protect your name when you're not there. You want someone to help you keep your boundaries up. You're going to get that person. You want someone like your father or like your grandfather to protect you, to provide for you, a financial security for you, to stick up for you because they know your heart, they know you, and to fight for you. And even if you don't want that, you deserve that, and that's what you're getting. because you need time to work your magic. You have magic to work in this world. You have joy to bring. You have ideas that are going to bring a lot of people peace and joy, healing and oneness. You have that gift and you cannot utilize it if you're busy protecting and providing. You can't do those gifts. So Spirit is bringing someone in so you can utilize your passions, but not just your passions, your innate gifts, because you are meant for more than just your career, more than just your money, more than just that. You are needing to be more. So Spirit is bringing you the ability to have your financials met and your name protected and everything you've worked for protected, so you can create more, so you can be bringing more to this world, because you have things you want to give and you're just starting and you feel like you're having a late start. You're like, I'm definitely starting late. It's okay. This is divine timing. Spirit says, we all know it's Mercury retrograde. Let's be aware of that. It just started. So we had the preliminary energy. Now we're in the energy, and you will have the shadow energy. So expect the next 6 to 7 weeks minimum of having to redo things, things being delayed, frustrations with equipment, technology, accidents that could happen to you physically, losing things, misplacing things, forgetting things, and not being able to communicate the way you think you are. Like, people are not getting it. So don't be surprised if all of that starts to happen. It's Mercury retrograde, but it's not meant to just hinder you. It's meant to teach you to slow down, to dot your I's, cross your T's, pay attention to your health, your schedule, um, to read things twice before sending it or turning it in, to make sure with a fine-tooth comb and a magnifying glass that you've read all the small print, that you're doing what you need to do to get this done, that you're aware of all the aspects of the situation. So Mercury retrograde is for you to do that. And Spirit's like, yes, let's pay attention to all of that. But also there's someone coming back into your life, 6 of Cups, 2 of Cups. And it's a soulmate. It's the one we've been talking about. This soulmate is coming back into your life from a past life or from this life, but they're a soulmate, and they're here, and they are guided by Spirit to be with you at this time, to come and connect with you. A little surprise. You are not meant to be alone. And also, this Mercury retrograde not only brings your old flames back into your life, not only does it bring the exes back, or just the old soulmates from past lives back into your life. Mercury retrograde always kind of brings them into your vicinity. But this is about healing old wounds. This is about making amends. This is going to be a time for you to give apologies or accept apologies. This is a time to emotionally see heart to heart. So a lot of empathy is coming up in the near future. Someone that you've been missing misses you. And I see a reconciliation. Whoever that person is in your life. This is a new beginning and a seed planted that the magician is going to help flourish. So we're starting with this masculine number 1 kind of energy. And it's like, let's begin. New beginnings, fresh starts. The seed of life. And it's meant to grow. It's not meant to stay quiet or subtle or be buried and just be dormant. The Ace of Pentacles is anything but dormant and quiet and subtle. The Ace of Pentacles gets planted and you start to see growth very soon. You start to see the sprouts of the evidence of what has been planted. You start to see results. And this has a long-lasting energy. And so the Magician is here to navigate how to grow this. And the Magician is very powerful, and he usually has all eyes on him, and he's the star of the show. And he's creating. He's putting a certain type of energy work into this, and it's going to become more. He's going to bring a little bit of magic to it, help multiply. Your relationships are going to flourish, but your money is also going to flourish. If you have a number 8 in your life, or you are a number 8, a great partnership is going to be brought to life. August is going to be a very prosperous month for you also. This is just the beginning of a new life. I want you to feel the movement and the vibration that's going to be around you very soon. Cosmic wheels are turning. Celestial gears are going to find their eternal groove. This is the magic, and the universe is a wondrous machine. The Magician card is going to connect you with the system. He feels, hears, and sees and knows it well, and he has the skill and the discipline and the timing and the confidence to channel source energy into the physical world to meet his needs. This is the energy of manifestation. And like the Magician, you have full access and unlimited resources and possibilities to create a great new relationship and a massive amount of money. As these 4 elements swirl together, the Magician has everything he needs to achieve the goal, which is you. Air gives him clarity of mind. Fire gives her determination to follow her passion. Water reminds her of the healing and potential of this work, and earth helps manifest this into physical reality. When you see the snake devouring its own tail, it's a symbol of infinity, renewed energy. The snakes mirror each other, meaning as above, so below. And that's usually what the Magician is doing in the traditional tarot. He points his hand up and one hand below. As above, so below. As within me, so without me. Whatever I think about, I will bring about into this existence. Whatever I speak will become real in my reality. Whatever I feel is true will be so. So you are feeling very magical right now. And there's going to be something that you're kind of holding yourself back from pursuing, which is that relationship or this new situation, this new partnership, this new step in life. You're going to feel yourself holding back from it. Look deeper. Is there a resource that you haven't considered? The magician understands that you already have everything you need within you right now. Negative thinking only makes more negative experiences. Get back into the old energy that I know you started with when you opened up the door to the spiritual realm. You went down this path years ago and you learned about manifestation. I dare you to watch The Secret again, read it again, audio listen to it again. Wake up the energy in your body that remembers it has the power to create money, create love and relationship, create the perfect body, create a sense of agelessness, create a sense of healing. You have the power, says the magician, and you've had the power the whole time. But somehow, and in the beginning of the reading, if you rewind, it says you felt powerless. You felt like somebody had power over you, control over you. That's how we started this. And whatever you let control you, a person, place, or thing, they were winning. But you've gotten yourself out of this. This is a new year. This is a number 1 year. 2026 is a number 1 fire horse year. And it is a year to take charge and create. This is a go get it year. This is not sit down, receive, reflect, relax year. This is not that year. This is a go create it, go get it year. It's an Aries energy, which is probably why we got the Fool card multiple times. You're going to have to start working on creating what you want this year. And you can't leave it up to your boss. You can't leave it up to your partner. You can't leave it up to the universe. This is on you. Everything you need to create the money you want is already in you. If you have a bunch of ideas on how to make money, do something about it. That's this year. Buy it, make the purchase, invest time, energy, and resources into something that comes in your mind that is going to create a way to make more money, to have more free time, to have better health. Invest. And if you need a partner, then Spirit's going to bring you one. But this is that year. Don't let your fear hold you back. This is all fear in the present moment. It's, I'm getting older. I'm losing time. I'm all alone. I'm only one person. The sun is setting on my time here. My time has come and went. These are all your inner dialogue. These are all your fears, your silly thoughts. Many people start life late in life. That's fine. They're renewed, reinvigorated, and they're living again. Don't let those thoughts trap you anymore. It's never too late for a new life. And can I just tell you, and it's just my experience while doing tarot cards here for you guys, I run into so many people that are full of excuses. They come to me for guidance. They're seeking the creator for guidance. And they're saying, I'm struggling financially here. Am I going to get this house? Am I going to get this housing? Am I going to get this paper signed? Am I going to get this check? Am I going to get the case that I want in my favor? Am I going to win this case? Am I going to overcome this illness? What is going on with me health-wise? And the remedy is always easy, and it's always relocate. And if you absolutely cannot relocate, change your environment on where you're at. New paint, rearrange your furniture, new curtains, let more light in, renovate your home if you can, put yourself in a new space, relocate the bed, change your car. These are remedies. They're not just bullshit. People think, oh, that's money, that's bullshit. No, you are a bunch of atoms. You are energy. You are magnetism. And if you force yourself and you put yourself in a bad zone to magnetize negative energy, number one, that's on you. And you can give me all the excuses in the world. I'm homeless, I'm broke, I'm sick, they're all excuses to me. And I hate to be direct, but I'm a Sag, and maybe I'm not very neurotypical. So I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm going to tell you the truth. Like, that's bullshit and it's an excuse. I know it's an excuse because I literally help people that are homeless. I house them and they have no money to their name and they have access to resources. They have access to family, friends, churches, agencies. They can get their hands on some money to relocate. There is such a thing as short-term living situations, pre-furnished. So when people give me the "it's too expensive" spiel, I'm gonna call them out and say, first of all, no. It's just you can't relocate the way you would like to relocate. You can't relocate how you want. You'd have to stay with a friend, or you'd have to stay in a short-term rental, or you'd have to look for a new job, and that's too hard, and you don't really wanna do that. Or you'd have to, be in a new place, with nobody you know, and that's too hard. Or you'd have to leave somebody behind, and that's too hard. It's BS. And if you really care about yourself and the one life that you have right now in this existence, you'll make the hard decision. I can give you 3 homeless people right now that I can name that recently got a bus out of here to another place with nothing, hardly nothing, because this was not the right place for them. And it was keeping them stuck. And it was keeping them in drugs, or it was keeping them in depression, or it was keeping them in trouble. So I'm using that as an example because if people of that stature are relocating and making moves, then by God, the people that can afford a reading from me can certainly make a move. But you got to stop telling yourself a bunch of excuses. Because if you really want to move for what's best for you, you will say to the people that are closest to you, this is what's best for me, and I'm going for me. And they can either come along with you or not. They can either support you or not. And the same goes if you need to leave a job. So many people say, I can't leave it. No, you won't leave it. It's not that you can't, it's that you won't. And you don't see another way out. You can't see yourself working anywhere else. You don't have it in front of you. You can't see it. It doesn't exist yet. So you won't even manifest it because you can't even envision it because you can't even imagine, like literally imaginative fantasy. You can't even fake it. And the same with relocating. You can't even imagine how that would be possible. I'm too sick. I can't. My body hurts. I can't because my kids are here. My family, my parents are here. I can't leave them. They need me. They'll be fine. There's someone else that can take your place at work. There's someone else that can take your place at home financially. There's someone else. And if no one else can take your place, then take them with you. Tell them if they need you that bad, they're going to have to go with you. Now, on the hindsight here for business ownership, which could also represent the emperor. A new career, a new business. This is not I graduated from college and I'm now working for this for NASA. This is not NASA. Okay. That's something else. This is you own your own business. That's why you have the magician and the emperor. You are the ruler of your world. So for those of you that want to do that, the cards are saying this is possible and this is what's in the near future. You may not be able to depend on other people to help that become a reality. This is just you. You've been growing and manifesting this business idea and it's ready to flourish and take flight, but you have to take the first step, which is invest the first $300. Invest your time to get a business account with that business name open and an LLC. Even if that's all you have, is just that little creation. It costs about 30 bucks, maybe 60 bucks. A bank account and a name is a start. See, the universe is like, take the first step. If you're writing your own book, this is write the first chapter or write an idea of what the book will be about. Get scope and put it on paper. It's hard, but we got to do it. You already attain the skills. You've already, in your heart, know where you're going, where you want to go, what you want. It's about action. And right now, in your current vibe, you have a lot of fear. Fear that you're going to fail, fear that you don't have enough, fear that you don't have enough support. Just tons of fear, and that's okay. It's valid. But it's not time for that. It's time to manifest. Well, it's time to create. So it is the number 1 year. You're the fire horse. Remember that. It is the energy to create. Let's do it. Let's go. And I think because you're stepping into this vibe, that's why the universe is bringing you a partner, a past life partner. They're like, you're not going to be alone. You may think you're all alone in this, but you're not. There's actually someone that is coming here with you, and they're going to ride with you through this. So you're not alone. Get ready to be in union. You are going to be married, more than likely. You're going to meet the one. I definitely forecast a long-term relationship, and you're going to meet them this year, 2026. This is a past life soulmate. This is someone that sees your value and your worth, and this is someone that wants a future with you, and they want to spend the rest of their lives with you. This is someone that loves you, and this is someone mature and strong and protective and a provider. Very grounded and good, healthy individual. They love the outdoors. They touch spirit that way. They get in touch with spirit in the outdoors. And this person is good for you. And this person has faith. They have a belief system. For some of you guys, you might be going into business with your son, your eldest son, or you're passing down a business to him. You're going to be having a good relationship with that person. A lot of you, this would be a son, and possibly even a daughter, a younger daughter. You might be creating a business or a legacy for her and with her. A lot of you might be creating a business with a partner that you love and are in love with. Can you give me a sign of this person? It's an earth sign, Capricorn energy. We have a lot of fours. I mean, four. It's like so many fours. This is solid. This is long term. Taurus, Capricorn energy, super, super point. Listen, this person is protective and possessive, masculine. They're kinky, sexual in some type of way. This is a type that you've dated before. Yeah, but they're a sure thing. They're a sure thing. The World, King of Cups, this is the one. They're everything. They're everything. They're everything in one, okay? They're everything you could think of in a partner in one, okay? They fit you very, very well, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, sexually. You guys are on point. You're meant to be. Knight of Pentacles comes in again for their personality. This is a slow to come, but sure to give individual. Okay, they take forever to get here, but when they're here, they're not going anywhere. Okay, this is someone that's not always the best at communication. They're learning how to express their emotions. They're doing a lot though for them. They're definitely vocal about it. They definitely can talk about their feelings. They've been hurt before. You've been hurt before. You've both healed from a past that you guys have on your mind and that's been in your head for a long, long time. You guys are healing from the wounds of your past loves, everything. But this is a new path, and you're going to take it together. Again, you guys are family forever, and this is a fight that they choose to fight with you. This is your partner for life. And it doesn't matter what goes on, they're going to be there in your corner. This is karma. You've known them before. So past life or past person, but you've known them before. And you and them have a contract with the Hierophant. A contract to come together again at this time. It's written in the stars. It's meant to be. And you will be going forward, Chariot, with this individual. More than likely. I don't think the universe can force anyone, but more than likely that's what we're running into. This is all related with the root chakra. So you're going to be very much connected to your root chakra with this person. I'm hearing that your father and grandfather approve of this person, or they know of this person, but they approve. And he or she is a lot like them. There's a lot that they have in common. So I also feel like your grandfather and father support you in life, whether they're on this earth or not. They highly support you. And because of them, you have what you have, in a sense. Let's get a message from your mother's highest self and your father's highest self. Spirit, can you guide and direct the person watching these videos from their mother? Whether they are in this world still or not, Can we have some guidance from the mother energy? There she is. 6 of Cups, Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups. Four of Wands here at the bottom. Your mother, water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. She loves you very much, had you very young, or says, I mothered you the best I could at the age that I was. I wish I was wiser then, and I wish I knew then what I know now. But I did the best that I could with what I knew. I love you and always have, always will. This mother wants to reconcile with you or just make peace with the past. This mother wants to bless you and wants to have your cup overflowing. Whenever your mother has, you have. That's the archetype of the mother. When she is full, she is giving. That's why moms that are depressed or lacking or hurt or stressed cannot give, because they're not full themselves. So your mother needs to be refreshed, replenished, and full so she can give the best of herself. So your mother's saying, if I didn't have the best of me to give you, I'm working on it, or I already did. But the mother wants the best for you. This mother celebrates your achievements. This is the kind of mom that gave you really nice birthday parties and wants to kind of just celebrate who you've become, and is looking forward to seeing your stability and your prosperity with a sense of pride. Your mother's making peace now. She's at peace with herself. She's at peace with who she was, what she did, what she experienced. And now she's in a time of reflection and retrospection. She's loving herself and her soul. Her time has come and went to raise and bring up. Now she's just here replenishing her soul because she felt very depleted. So now she's feeling like this is her time to have peace and tranquility and not the hustle and bustle of bringing up and rearing and guiding, but just a quiet presence, a solid, quiet presence, like your inner voice and the rock in your life, the person who showed you what to believe in when everything else falls apart. Now let's get a message from your father. Any advice? Your father was a fighter. Strong masculine energy. He never quite knew his path, but he stood on it. Whatever decisions he made, he stuck with it, and he just kind of followed it through to the end. He wanted more in life. Your father wanted so much more in life. He had a great entrepreneurial, inventive, energetic, fierce warrior spirit to conquer, to stand tall, to stand prideful, full of, having pride, if you will. Leo vibes are coming in. Gemini vibes are here. 3-3 might be a good number for them, or was a strong number for them, but there might have been their life path. I don't know. But this person was good with people and a leader, could show people how to become more. This is the type of person who led others, but he still wanted more. This father dealt with a lot of betrayal. A lot of people he loved stabbed him in the back, but he didn't let that ruin his heart. He was very smart. This person is very smart, very, very intelligent, and had a high emotional intelligence, but he had a broken heart in life. He felt unappreciated, and he felt like the people he was with, married to, or been with, he wasn't enough for them. He didn't make enough money, or he wasn't tall enough, or he didn't have the looks enough, or he didn't have status enough. This person feels like I didn't cut the mustard for those people. You know, I was never quite enough for people. And that broke his heart because he always felt like he couldn't be more, even though he wanted to be. And your dad was kind of a loner, kind of did his own thing. He was happy in his own presence. He had friends, Gemini energy, I had friends, but they didn't walk my path. He was different. He walked his own path. Your father gave you a fighting spirit, and there's something that ties you to your father and the energy of Leo, be it the 10th house or the ninth house or the seventh house. Your dad is tying you to that Leo energy, and it's saying, I'm bringing you the fighting spirit here. I'm bringing you the energy of leadership and entrepreneurship. And a lesson from the father here is to keep making progress, to keep going forward, to never give up. And everything you do it with pride. And even though you're hurt, keep going. Don't stop. Don't get stuck in that energy of sadness or depression or pain, but focus on pentacles, focus on work, focus on your drive to become more physically. For physical fitness, it's when you get in your weird moods where you don't want to go to the gym or you don't want to work out or you don't want to focus on the keep going, work, don't lose faith in that. Keep pushing yourself physically, even when you think you can't. Push yourself physically. Get up and walk again. Get up and move again. Get up and get over those exes, is what he's saying. Get over those exes. They're no one. What did they do for you? Get over them. Get up, get walking, get moving, go up, get better. You should aim for better. They weren't enough for you anyway. This is get your bags and go. Move. Your father's also saying, get out of here. I never moved. You should move. You should go somewhere. Travel, see the world, but move, relocate, get out of here, like get up, do something about it, and be your own boss, strive, work hard, go to school, whatever, just be your own boss, get out of here. Like this is rule your own world. Your dad wishes he could have done a lot of those things. Wishes he could have got out from under a system, out from under relationships. He doesn't want you to get broken by this world or by people. He wants you to have the strength and resilience that he had to keep going, even in your pain, and that he is with you and he's your shield. And if you ever light a fire or a bonfire, a little candle or a fire in the home, think of him because your father represents the hearth of the home. He represents strength and stability and warmth and comfort. And he wants you to find him when you're around fire because he's there. Your father had a fire spirit. And he wants you to know that you are his comfort, or you are his comfort if he's still living. You are his comfort. In a world where it's just so crazy, being in your spiritual energy, being in your realm, being close to you, gave him a sense of pride and achievement that he did something good and he did something right. And you were worth fighting for. And you made him a better man. And whether he's still here or not, there's a sense of pride. And I hate to go there with the whole Lion King thing, but we've got the lion here on the shield. And it's that classic remember who you are. Remember where you came from. Remember your ancestors. Very in tune with your ancestors. Your father was very in tune with his ancestors. So that root really comes in for your dad. And he's like, remember the strength of our people. What does Spirit want to tell you as your prime creator and the ultimate parent of your soul? I'm hearing limitless. The creator says you are limitless. He brought in 4 of Cups, and it's in reverse, but the 4, see, I tell you, the 4 is so big today. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, all across the board today, just super big. You're not going to believe it. Another 4 of Wands again. So lots of 4s. Just your whole reading is flooded with the 4 energy, okay? But the creator, the prime source creator, God source, everything is saying to you this. I know you've been brokenhearted, 4 of Cups, and you really felt like you're not enough, and relationships have just come and disappointed you. And that's family and friends and lovers. And you feel like every cup has been drained, every cup has been dumped out. There is no cups left for you. And you don't have any more love to give, and you don't want to. And this is it. And there's no more for you. And there's just a great disappointment. Spirit says, I understand there's a great disappointment in your heart and in your feelings. You have every right to be disappointed, but you are not overlooked. And you are enough for someone. And I know that you're rejecting that cup and you don't want to receive the next relationship that's going to come in your future because you've been hurt. But Spirit wants you to find healing and peace again so you can receive. The biggest message from your Heavenly Father is you don't want to receive forgiveness. You don't want to receive love because you felt you had to always fight for it. So they never really wanted to give it anyways. It's not true. But you do have a problem receiving. You have a problem receiving the gifts from the Father. You have a problem receiving love and affection. You have a problem receiving compliments because you don't think they're genuine. You have a problem forgiving someone because you think they don't really mean it and they're not going to change. You have a problem receiving healing. It's almost like you want to stay with your guard up. You want to keep that guard because you know what it's like without it. So if you could pray and manifest and work on anything in your spiritual journey right now, it's receiving. Because that is going to block the flow of abundance with money. And it's going to block the flow of love with relationships. And it's going to block the flow for everything else that needs to flow. You have to unlock this code. You have to be able to receive and know that you're worthy, you're worth it, And not only do you deserve it, but you are chosen and you're enough. It's hard for you to fathom that you're enough. You're enough for someone because you keep telling yourself, I'm not enough for someone because I wasn't enough for him or I wasn't enough for her. So, how could I be enough for someone else? Believe me, you are. And with the right one, you're more than enough. I don't know what their problem was. I don't know what your ex's problem was. I don't know what your other family members that hated on you, what their problem was. But you were not the problem. You were not the problem. So, Spirit's advice here is growth. Embrace growth through your challenges and your experiences. They shaped you into who you're becoming. Are you proud of yourself today? Are you proud that you overcame the BS? I can't cuss. I'm trying not to cuss. Are you proud that you overcame what should have destroyed you? In fact, all these people thought they were going to destroy you. They thought that. They thought their words and their actions were going to be enough to take you down. They thought the rumors they started about you would be enough to put you in a hole. They thought they could silence you and shut you up and push you out, push you away. Anyways, they didn't. And you're still here and you're still standing and you're vibrant and wonderful and you're winning and you're growing. And boy, are they going to hate seeing you step up in the world because they didn't win. So get your perspective right. Shift your viewpoint to see things with different eyes. All the pain and sorrowing that you've been through, different perspective. It wasn't punishment, it wasn't some harsh lesson, it was strength training. Because now you're getting into strength. You've discovered your inner strength and your perseverance and your resilience. It has built confidence and character. And if you can pull through what you've just pulled yourself out of, then anyone else can. And now you're able to help people pull themselves out of what feels like the worst weight of the world. And now Spirit's going to send you on a mission of connection. You are going to go nurture others. You're going to have meaningful connections with other people. You're going to enrich their life and you're going to support them. And you understand where they came from. Your gift. And that's the transformation of what you've been through. Embrace this change as a chance to grow and evolve. It's a journey towards becoming your best self. And if you ever catch yourself slipping, going back to the old you, or like falling into an old victimhood pity party, just remember where you came from. That's why your father's advice is very important. Remember where you came from. And your mother's advice is make peace with the past. Keep going. Look at us. We did it. Remember where you came from. And your mom, whether living or dead, is saying keep making peace with the past. Let go of what was. Be renewed today. Tomorrow's a new day. Today's a new day. Enjoy the present. The beauty, your mother's very beautiful. The beauty that your mom has, or that she wished she would have embraced. She wants you to make peace with the past because perhaps your mother didn't. Anyways, this is the reading I have for you today. I guess that's it. I hope that gave some perspective to some of you guys. I don't know why I felt the anxiety to come on here today. Boy, it was severe. Maybe you've been suffering with anxiety. Just know that Mercury retrograde does that to people. It does create anxiety and angst, and like you can't get enough done in one day, and you missed opportunities, and you're falling behind. Mercury will do that to you. Find peace with it and just go, I meant to slow down. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to be behind. That's where I'm at right now. So sleep, rest, rejuvenate, revive, take it easy, take it slow, keep building, keep, and how do you say, engineering your future. Take those risks, invest. Please invest time, energy, and money in places that are going to bring you a brighter future. You have to, you must. That's definitely part of this reading. Anyways, I guess I'll let you go. Thank you for watching. Always remember, this is a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming. This is one reading of many, but I hope it was a reading that helped you today. Thank you for watching me. And if you're looking for something more personal and you'd like some answers about your mom or your dad or your brother or sister or your money or your health or your birth chart, you want to know where you came from and where you're going, and why, the big whys. Why did I go through this? Why did I go through that? Or how about the how long am I going to go through this? Then let's take a look at your birth chart. I have your astrology consultation available on my website, and I look forward to your order. So let's get personal. And I'm always here to help. So that being said, I'll let you go. If you want to support me on my channel and get free readings here and there, please consider being a member on my website or being a member here on YouTube, and you can get support that way. And yeah, if you have any questions or anything, just let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and have a blessed, beautiful night. And I hope to see you tomorrow, okay? Bye, guys. Bye, Ling. Hey, Witchy Sabrina, good to see you. And bye, my love. Bye, Peaches. Thank you for being here, love. Hugs to you. Peaches, let me give you a card. It's been a while, and you've been a member for a while. Peaches, little word of advice for you before you go. Get better rest, for one. Get better sleep. Maybe you've been struggling sleeping through the night or having that good REM sleep. Try to work on a good sleep routine. Someone, and I don't think it's you, is dealing with a broken heart, and they're on their way to you, and you should see them in about 2 weeks. Libra, this person wants to come to you and make things right with you. Someone that you had an argument with or a falling out with, they're coming to you within 2 weeks. They want to settle something. There might even be some legal paperwork you need to settle. This is going to come very quickly, yeah, within a matter of weeks. This person's coming in fast, open, confident. Whatever was going on between you guys, dead and gone. Let's transform. Let's close the door on that. They don't want to argue anymore. They don't want to have a fight. They don't want to have any more drama. They just want to move forward. They just want to keep things going in a good direction. They're very confident that they've changed. They're very confident that they're in a better place. And if somebody owes you money, I see that coming in as well. Where there's some kind of closure on paperwork, signing contracts, stuff like that. Could be about property, and that you're going to step up into more money, more peace, more of what you deserve. Empress energy, your money's definitely taking a good note in, how do you say, like your money's taking a good direction. Okay. So I see that money is going to be prosperous. You're looking more beautiful, Your body and your figure are coming back down. There's something about hormones that are being leveled out. Um, like some kind of hormonal changes have been going within you, and now they're finally getting in harmony, if you will. So you're finally making headway, making progress on getting back to you, getting back to nature, getting back to your harmonious feminine energy. So there's that. So yeah, this is a time of victory and success. So the next 2 weeks are looking really prosperous, Peaches. All right. Well, thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you later. I love you, and bye-bye. Thank you, Peaches. Bye, everybody. Bye, Ling. Oh, you know who it is? That's awesome. Namaste, everybody. I love you. Please go to my website, see if you can support me in any way. I could sure use it. I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.